But then in 2016, Donald Trump became our president. You all remember that? And so you reacted the same way I did. I was like, holy shit. Like, we got so desperate that we just elected a narcissist reality TV star to be our president. I think it's supposed to be even worse than I thought. And so I started digging into the numbers, and if you were to look at the mainstream media, the numbers, the math, that's right. Because if you look at the numbers, you see that there's a straight line up between the adoption of industrial robots and the movement towards Donald Trump. What are the explanations for why Trump is our president in the mainstream media? If you just like turned on CNN or some cable network, why do they say Donald Trump is our president today? Racism, Russia, Facebook, the FBI, some combination of those things, right? Deep state. Sorry, that man goes on the internet. So, that's good. I mean, you know, I'm a very internet candidacy. So it is not, well, it's a lot of things that got Donald Trump into the White House, but the big driver that no one is talking about is that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Missouri, Iowa, all the swing states that Donald Trump needed to win and did win. And raise your hand again if you work in technology. We're in Boston, a bunch of you guys work in technology and gals. So if you work in technology, you know that what we did to the manufacturing jobs over the last number of years, we're about to do to the retail jobs, the call center jobs, the fast food jobs, the truck driving jobs, and on through the economy. Now, you all live in the Boston area. This is one of the most affluent areas in the country. But how many of you have even noticed retail stores closing around where you live? And why are those stores closing? Amazon, that's right. Amazon just sucks up another $20 billion in business every year, and the stores survive for a while, but now they're closing. And when you see them closing, it makes you sad, but then you realize you haven't been to that store in months. Now, unfortunately, the most common job in the United States is working in retail. The average retail worker is a 39-year-old woman making between $10 and $11 an hour. And we know she likely does not have much in the way of savings, so when 30% of malls and stores close in the next 4 years, what is her next move going to be? How many of you saw the recent Google AI demo where AI did the work of a call center worker, like made an appointment, picked up the phone? How many of you guys saw that? Yeah, I know. So right now, when you get a robot on the phone, when you call customer service, you're like pounding keys being like, get me a human, get me a human. Like, I hate these bots, get me a human. But in about 3 years, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. The bot's just going to pick up the phone and be like, hey, how's it going? What can I do for you? And he'll be like, I want you to do this. They'll be like, sure. And you'll be like, wow, this person is delightful. So we're about 3 years away from that, from the AI being able to meaningfully replace the 2.5 million call center workers in the United States who make $14 an hour. How long do you think it's going to be? I'm saying 3 years. How long do you think it's going to be? Less than that. 2 years, 5 years. But we know it's on the way. We know it's happening. Driving a truck is the most common job in 29 states. There are 3.5 million truck drivers in this country, 94% men, average age 49. They make about $46,000 a year. And my friends, yeah, there's some more math.